Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome and good evening. Namaskar, Adab, Sat Sri Akal. Welcome to International Women's Day special series, wherein I, Sandeep Bogra, a life and relationship coach, motivational speaker, and author, I feel super excited and proud to begin this series wherein we invite eight special guests, eight special celebrities, the eight special females who are going to share their inspirational stories, their success stories with each one of you every night from 1st to 8th March at 8 p.m. Live with me right here. And we begin with today welcoming the first female guest, the superstar of our series, life and health coach Shilpa Salve. Now she hails from Maharashtra. Welcome, Shilpa, and
Hi,
I'm
Sandeep.
sure she's hi, and I'm sure she is going to bless you all and make you feel so supercharged and pumped up to take whatever comes in your life and make it success. Over to you, Shilpa.
Yes, I'm very much excited and honored to be here and part of this series, Sandeep. Thank you very much for calling me here and giving me a chance to share some of my experiences and my story on this platform. Thank you.
And we have guests started to join us. We have Anve Salve, Ayush Valke, Megha Diman, and many more joining in with or without comment. So hello to everyone out here. All right, Shilpa, to begin with, tell us something about yourself, something
Uh,
about your current life, what have been in your life so far, something. Over to you.
okay, so I have been in coaching journey, but not in a professional way since 9 years, around 9 years. But now when I realize that the society needs coaches like us and we need to give back to the society, I have started taking the professional actions regarding this coaching journey of mine. So since I have started, I have impacted many of them, helping a lot of
Awesome.
people. And basically I work as life coach and health coach. I am also yoga instructor and keen to work on the health of housewives, basically, because the
Hmm.
housewives, they take care of the entire family and they neglect their own health, and
Very
they
true.
have to pay the cost of it then after, in the later part of the life. So I'm just focusing my program on them also.
Hmm.
And overall, today's scenario and going through this entire covid thing, all of us need coaching in a proper way. So I'm working
Right.
on that as well.
Right. So when you talk about coaching, because many people, for them, especially within this part of the world, I mean India in particular, many people are still not aware about the thing coaching. What they understand is it is more of a subject coaching, like किसी subject की tuition है for school, college, or something like that. And you and I being in this industry now since long, and I mean, blessed to be trained by the best of the best in the industry.
Yes.
So if you could throw some light upon the fact, what do we mean by coaching? I'll be happy to share about it, but I would love to hear from you. You're the special one today.
Uh,
And
no,
we
this
have
is
special
very
guests more
right
joining us.
question. Yeah, very right question, Sandeep. You have asked because many people doesn't they are not aware of the need of coaching for them.
Hmm.
So basically, life coaching, uh, we all are stuck somewhere. Okay,
Yeah.
and we are going some or the other, through the situations or through some issues. So we
Hmm.
need a person who can hold our hand, but not as a friend, but as a guide who can, take us through that situation or take us towards a path of success somewhere. So for
Right.
that we need the coaching. So
Yeah.
as far as my coaching is concerned, we have a program. It's
Hmm.
a 10-step program. So that takes you to through all your entire part of your life, like specific parts of your life, your relationships, your career, your, maybe you're going through some health issues. So we tackle all these issues, and we
Hmm.
take you towards the success in each area of your life.
Right. Of course. And I know you've been coached by Arfin Khan. I mean, one of
Yeah.
our favorites, right? And I have been coached by Tony Robbins, one of my favorites. And I know so far so good. So if we talk about it a little more, in particularly your case, tell us something like how did this overall journey begin? What made you jump into this, or you were into this right from the start? How was it like?
Okay, so I was like very much career oriented before marriage, but
Hmm.
after marriage, due to my husband was in transferable job, he was in bank, and
Hmm.
taking kids to every new city and getting settled in different places, and with the responsibility of kids and house, I thought I would take a break. And for almost 15 years I was a housewife, and
Hmm.
I enjoyed my life as a housewife. Not really
Hmm.
enjoyed though, because the career thing was always on my mind. But side by
Right.
side I was upgrading myself. I learned many things, like regarding the health issues, regarding yoga, and regarding this coaching as well. But
Hmm.
then when there was a time that kids were independent and we settled at one place, I started taking actions on my career and giving
Hmm.
importance to my career. So then the journey started, and this is how the journey began.
Amazing, amazing. So, all the guests out there who are listening us live might have noticed one thing particular, that she took a long break of almost 15 years. I mean, that's a whooping pretty much long time, right? And still you got back to action. So, if I would put it in a way that, you had certain obstacles in your life, but eventually you overcame them. Is that correct?
Yeah, when you are focused and you want to do something, you will always get the opportunities, you will always get the success. This is what
Hmm.
I have that has happened with me, that it was
Right.
always on my mind to do something incredible. So I'm trying to do that.
Right. And since you have played a pretty much long time, and still I would say you're definitely carrying that part pretty well in your life, being a homemaker, a housewife. For all the females out there who consider themselves, because that's what I've seen in India, they believe that being just a housewife is doing nothing in life. I mean, they consider it as probably, the most underrated job in the world, while you can't really add an economic value to it. Correct me if I'm wrong. And number two, show some way for housewives in particular, since you've been in that time frame as well for a very long time. Uh, what's that journey, and how can they still be, keep themselves upbeat? Because many times they tend to consider themselves low in comparison to working women out there.
So this thought, what you have put up, Sandeep, is actually that was there on my mind always. I used to
Hmm.
feel worthless. I used to feel not good enough, and I was, trying to prove myself to
Hmm.
others that I am a good housewife. I'm taking care of everything, and I have to, do this. I have to do that. I need to groom my kids, so that they represent themselves like a, good people in the society.
Right.
So I was taking, actually, when now I'm doing this and studied all these things, the coaching syllabus and all, what
Hmm.
I have concluded is nobody is judging you. You are the one, the housewives are the one who are judging themselves, and they are pulling themselves down.
Awesome.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, yeah, so that is why, if you, and you are more than enough, handling 10 things at the same time is difficult, and no man can do that. So for women out there, I want to, say to yourself that I am special and I can do many things at the same time. Okay, so
Awesome. Awesome.
multitasking is again one thing which others cannot do,
Hmm.
than the housewife. Even the people who are, office going, they cannot do that
Yeah.
things together what women are doing at home at the same time. So this I would like to put key, don't underestimate yourself, because if you feel about you feel low about yourself, you're always putting yourself back, putting yourself no, with no priority. You'll always prioritize others and then blame yourself.
Right.
So there's I always say that there's a war between you only, your mind, your heart, and you are fighting with yourself. No one else is fighting with yourself. So
True. True.
take
True.
actions, see what are your hobbies, see what are your talents, and try to work on that. So
Got it.
even pursuing the hobbies will give you the happiness. Try to pursue the happiness. That's it.
Amazing. I would really mark this moment as the aha moment of the day, because,
Thank you.
besides what you've been amazing in your own field and how you carved your journey from being a housewife to being a coach and of course a yoga expert, so overcoming all your shackles and stuff. But then this particular insight which you have shared for all the females out there, and we know we have a majority of such chunk in our country, that it's you who's pulling yourself down. Nobody's really
Yeah.
judging you. I mean, people don't care, or I would rather say those who really care in a negative for you, you should rather not care for them, right?
Yeah.
And moreover, your hobbies and your multitasking abilities and lots more, upbringing your kids, handling your man and things around the whole world running just on a single point, which is you. So that's amazing quality. I mean, every female and especially the housewives
I
must,
would like to comment here one thing, Sandeep.
Mhm.
Why I say that, while coaching or teaching yoga to the housewives, they have everything, set, timetable is ready for them, but taking out 1 hour for themselves for their yoga thing, they are they fail to do that. Okay,
Right.
so now, right, like, since this COVID thing has happened, so schooling part all are at home and school is online, so they don't have their own device to do. So everybody is doing their work online. I have offered them to attend the classes online, but they said, no, we don't have time because we have to do all the stuffs without handling without the maids. All are there at home and doing a lot of stuffs together. So that is what I like it. I feel sad about them that if you are doing 100 things for others in the
Mhm.
24 hours, can't you take out 1 hour at half an hour or 45 minutes for yourself?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
ladies out there, please think on this and take out the time for your own fitness. You are keeping everybody fit, but you are paying the cost of your fitness. That is also I want to say about it.
Yeah, in fact, I was about to ask you, so it's great you
Yeah.
brought it up yourself because in fact, all the females out there must appreciate the fact this thing that being a female, you have that empathy and understanding the other pain points, and you're yourself proactively working towards it, helping the people who are still stuck, who are feeling that challenge, and especially during this COVID lockdown time. So that's amazing. And see, there's another thing. Like while the entire world got stuck, you found another alternative. You leveraged upon the technology and you just made your way to get things running, even when everything was stuck at home. So that's
Yeah.
another insight for all of us out here that it's just our beliefs probably which hold us back, which pull us down, and which make us feel that we are not really competent. While that's not the truth. Yeah.
Yeah. Very true.
Great. So it's awesome to see how you pursued your passion and you've come so far, and it's been an incredible journey. Now, if I ask you, what next in life? What's your vision for yourself? And
So,
probably coming from a corporate background, I'm putting up such questions like, where do you see yourself 5 years down the line?
yeah. So if I answer that, not the 5 years, I have thought of making impact on at least 1,000 people, or coaching, giving them a life coaching for at least 1,000 people in coming 2 years. And I would really
Awesome.
really want to work for these housewives where I'm continuously mentioning for them,
Yeah.
about them, like, I just really want to spread the awareness of fitness amongst these criteria of the women who are housewives and giving their whole and souls to the family. So that is my vision actually. I have in fact, I have made a particular program for them which they can
Hmm.
do the exercises during their other stuffs also, like while cooking, what they can do, what
Wow.
are the timings they can do their exercises, what diet they can follow. These
Hmm.
all I have made my own program on it. So
Brilliant.
anyone out there who needs that, please contact.
I'm sure they'll be looking forward to hop on and jump into your world right after we hang up today. But then yeah, so going through the entire journey and all the things you've shared so far, I have one important question for you, and maybe you also need to ponder about it. And this is coming as a surprise. While you planned what next for the next couple of years for these many number of women and things around that, but then what about writing your journey? Is there something on your mind around that? Have you thought about it, like maybe writing your own book, or because there are people who believe by words, there are others who witness something live in action, while there are few who want to go through that journey, just deep dive into your own words, your own world, and maybe then they are in a better position to connect with you. And you know why I'm asking you this question about writing the book.
Yes, I actually have written a book. I'm a co-author in a book, and it's called Cut the Crap. And 15 authors from my mastermind circle, we are showing through that book that anything is possible, and the journey so far, whatever the kind of journey you have faced so far, how can you come up, and how can you be the guide towards the to other people also.
Mhm.
So I have already written one book as co-author, and my other two books are in pipeline. So hope to publish them. And in other book, I'll be elaborating my entire journey in detail.
Brilliant, brilliant, awesome. And since you come from that, health coach background in particular, and that's something pretty much close to your heart. You are aiming at simplifying things for housewives. They can take care of their health while still being occupied in their daily course of household stuff. Since we have all the female guests as well out here, if I could ask you to share with them, say, three simple things they need to incorporate in their daily routine life, what would they be, which they can start doing right after this call or maybe tomorrow onwards? And then, of course, I'm sure they'll be willing to join you formally as well. So, what are those three key things you would like to suggest them for health in particular?
For health in particular, to women,
Mm-hmm.
um, first of simple tips I would like to give, like, once you get up in the morning, Indian women typically have this habit of having tea empty stomach. So please, I
Mm-hmm.
request you not to have tea empty stomach. That is the best thing you can do to yourself, or like having this kind of detoxing water or something like that they do have. So please don't
Okay.
have that, because that gives you a very bad effect on your intestine. So stop doing that.
What's that
So,
detoxing water? Just to elaborate
uh,
for the audience out there.
something like honey and lemon, some kind of waters. There are a lot of waters on the YouTube available. So people, women search that just to lose the fat. Okay. Second thing, losing fat and losing weight is entirely different thing. So you just need to know what you are doing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Having a crash diet is spoiling your health again, it's spoiling your body again. So have healthy diet, and see, check if you're having fat or muscle weight. You need to gain muscle weight to work more. Otherwise, most
Mm-hmm.
of the time what happens is they are going on the crash diet and doing a lot of exercises just to lose the weight, but they don't gain the muscle. Then they go, they fall sick, then there is like
Mm-hmm.
very unhealthy situation of the body. So please don't do that. And whatever favorite exercise of yours, you can do it at least 15 minutes. Do some stretching, do some bending, do some pull-ups kind of thing for yourself. Give at least 15 minutes to yourself, and
Mm-hmm.
your body. That would be the three things I would like to share.
Great, great, great. In fact, you remind me of a few things. In fact, I shared once in a health video, though I'm not really coming from that background, but being a life and relationship coach myself, I love to, explore different phases and, areas of life. And because uh, being a life or relationship coach doesn't really concentrate you or restrict you to one particular thing.
One
Ultimately, you're
particular.
dealing with the person in entirety, inside out.
Yeah.
So I remember few things from my video, which I would be happy to share with the audience out here.
Sure, sure.
That, yeah, so, and of course, I may not be as good as your expert knowledge in this field, but pardon me for that. So, the first thing I remember is that, many people, and especially females and Indian housewives I've seen, um, right after they have their dinner, immediately once the supper is over, or dinner or any meal for that matter, they tend to rush to pick up the entire plates, the bowls and stuff, and rush to the kitchen to dispose it off there, wash their hands, and just make the entire space neat and clean, right? Correct me if
Yeah.
I'm wrong,
Yeah, yeah.
right? And the fact is that when you're having your meals, digestion doesn't start instantly. That actually takes some time once you're done with it. And for that,
Correct.
what is recommended that at least, ideally 30 minutes, but at least 15 minutes, you should not really make any movement once your meals are over, be it lunch or dinner. So you need to keep yourself in that stationary position so that your stomach area is getting the maximum blood flow and the digestion is happening at its optimum level, and that helps you really, with your meals, and it doesn't really cause any indigestion or any problem for that matter. I'm sure you might have observed many females
Yeah.
in your you know list of people working for you, and all those who've been coaching. This is one common thing I've observed in Indian households,
Yeah.
which I guess they should really stop doing from tonight itself.
They should actually.
Yeah. All right. And um, we are celebrating this Women's Day special series from 1st to 8th March. Every night we are coming live right here
Yeah.
at 8 p.m. with eight
That is
special
very
females.
great initiative taken by you, Sandeep. I must appreciate that. And that is going to give a lot of women out there a lot of insight. So
Mhm.
that's a great job of yours.
Well,
Keep it up.
thanks to you. I appreciate and I take it with a humble bow. And uh, since we are celebrating this Women's Day, and we've sought a lot of ideas and quick
Yeah.
tips for women to get into better shape and health, and improve their lifestyle and stuff. But for all the male viewers out there, I won't leave them hanging in the middle. So, being a health coach and working with diverse gender, uh, three quick health tips for men in particular now about their health, which they can start incorporating in their life, say from tomorrow onwards.
Work on, first of all, though, I would like to say work on their sleep, their screen time.
Hmm.
They needs to do that.
Okay.
And yeah, and addictions, if any, because
Hmm.
that is more harmful to the body. Nothing like
Right.
pleasure for just 2 seconds or something you may be getting, but again, that is harming your body totally. So
Hmm.
stay away from these three things. And everyone has to. Uh, there is no option to the exercise. Do any kind of exercise, but do it. You can diverse exercises are there, a lot of videos and a lot of information is now available on YouTube and all.
Hmm.
So try doing different forms of exercises, try which suits your body. Automatically you get to know your body, and always focus on your body, what kind of posture you're sitting, how you're standing. Here I have observed in my classes that female, they don't even stand properly, they can't even breathe properly. So how do you breathe, how you stand, what is you are making your body posture, like, in the long run
Hmm.
it may take a bad shape of your body. And for men there out there, they belly fat, work on that. Because most of them are struggling to lose the belly fat. So I would like to give them these health tips, like stay away from the addiction, work on your sleep timings, work on your
Hmm.
screen timings, and uh, they can easily get time for exercise, than the
Hmm.
female, or than the working female also, and the housewives also. So it's
Right.
easier for men. They have this what do you call, opportunity, or the time on their hand that they can do it for themselves. So please
Hmm.
utilize that time on yourself. That's what I would
That's
like to say.
awesome,
Yeah.
amazing. And in fact, this particular screen time thing you just mentioned, of course, I mean, we all are pretty much addicted to our
Yeah.
phones and gadgets and stuff nowadays.
PUBG and
But
all.
then this just reminds me of one thing, and again I would with folded hands request all the females and housewives and working women, I mean all the categories out there. What I've observed is that to keep their infants, their young kids occupied, and maybe letting them have some free time, or rather the so-called me time, they've started giving their infants or young kids all for sorts of gadgets, like kid at the age of 5 is playing with phones and iPads and whatnot. And I mean, they are so much glued in those cartoons and video games. It's happening everywhere, not just in India but globally. And I guess that's not just going to hamper the health and the lifestyle of these kids from a very tender age, but that's also probably going to, create a kind of a divide, or that loving bond which ideally should be built in those early years between a mother and a child. that's getting kind of distorted and divided due to this digital age creeping in. What do you have to say about
And one more thing I would like to add, that what you have said is correct. The bond between the family will,
it?
be not that much stronger when we, which we had in our times.
Yeah,
Secondly, not just their eyes or body or health kind of thing, their mental health,
yeah,
the games they are playing, the, the serials or kind of shows they are watching, they are
true.
that is affecting their mind as well. So instead of giving them these gadgets or these devices, what I would suggest here is involve them to in the housework. Give them some responsibilities, so they have to be there. So then the bonding again is there,
Yeah,
and
great,
they
great.
will, with the responsibilities they grow better. So
Hmm.
when life throws some situation or some unpleasant event on them, they are
Hmm.
ready to react. They are ready to take action. They'll respond it well. They'll just not, because of that mindset, bad mindset, they will not take any bad actions. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
You
of
know?
course, yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
one
right now,
glaring example is this PUBG
yeah,
video game. Everyone's
the blue
so
blue
damn
whale,
crazy about it.
the blue whale game was again not good.
Okay,
Something kind of
I
I
haven't
didn't
played
remember.
neither of the two, so I'm not aware. I'm still from the age old Mario times, so don't worry. Awesome. Right. So, Shilpa Salve, one last thing. If I ask you to describe yourself in one single word, what will be that?
Inspiration, I would say, Sandeep, because
Amazing.
I like to inspire people, and I
Hmm.
do get inspired from many people. I keep learning and I project whatever I have learned, and I like to, share that thing. So,
Hmm.
inspiration would be the right word, I think so.
Cool. And I'm sure you are pretty much an inspiration for everyone, including me and all those people
Right.
out here back home and across the world, whomsoever who's got in touch with you and been blessed to be a part of your community. And while we come to close of this show today, just a few words of insight or maybe your experience today, coming live with me and sharing your success story, how you felt about it, or something else you want to share with our viewers of you.
As I said, I'm very much honored to be here and to
Mhm.
share, to, say my story to others, so that the people out there, the women basically out there, who are maybe hurting themselves or expecting a lot from themselves, they can realize this one thing, that giving your time to house is not something you cannot categorize that a lower level. That is
Mhm.
essential, because I have given my time to my family, to my kids, pretty much 15 years, and then again I have bounced back with, more learning things, and more, I'm doing this work which I wouldn't have, able to do at that age or at that time. Okay, so this
Yeah.
all experience, which I have gathered, the knowledge I have gathered throughout these years, I'm putting it into and helping others as well. So it's not that you are a housewife or you have taken break from the career is, end of your life or end of your world. You are going to get a lot of opportunities. You can create your opportunities. So like I would like, just I have written something here to
Hmm.
share.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All the people
We are
out there,
listening.
not male, not just female, everyone out there, be strong. Keep generating opportunities for yourself, because always you cannot be dependent on someone else. So try to create or generate your the opportunities for yourself. Like for example, in the COVID situations, there is a group who, upgraded themselves to social media stuff, but others said that the COVID, like some people lost, some people won in that
Yeah.
situation. So they generated their own opportunities, right? So create or generate your own opportunities, create your own empire, and give back to society. People need people. Okay, everyone needs help, everyone is in need. So be there with people and be together. That is what I would like to say.
Wow. Trust me, I mean, it couldn't get better than this. I mean, it's been a wonderful time sharing your success story with the world, getting inspired by the real you and getting a lot more to know about you, even though we've been in touch for quite some time. But today was a new avatar, I would say, altogether. And why not? Of course, I mean, we kicked off this journey of inspirational success story interviews, Women's Day special, as I say, from 1st to 8th March, and it's been an honor and blessing to have you here again. And I'm sure we'll be connecting again and spread our message and inspire the world.
I'll be more than happy to connect here again. And for you also, I would like to say all the best for your book, which is getting published in next few
Oh,
days. And
thank
yeah,
you.
your work in the society, what I just said, that you are giving back to society as a relationship coach, the efforts you are doing and the impact you are doing in others' life. The book you are the book will give the insights on what do's or don'ts in the relationship and any kind
Yeah,
of relationship. Okay, so all the best for that book as well, Sandeep. And I'm very
thank you
glad
so much.
that we are connected on this platform and will keep connected, and
For sure.
we'll be sharing our knowledge and grow together.
Of course, I mean, yeah, we grow together and we make success a part of our journey, and
Sure.
we make our journey a success, as I say.
Yes, inshallah.
Inshallah. Awesome. All right. Thank you so much. And to all the lovely guests out there, I would like to quickly name a few. We have Vilas, we had Aparna, Vaibhav, Shalu, Anvay, Ayush, and lots more. Thank you, everyone. Thanks a lot for your time. Megha, Smita, Aparna, Ananya, Aparna, all of you guys who spent the last almost 30 minutes with us, bared with us, and I'm sure you really enjoyed it. And I would also like to request you, while Shilpa is going to take a leave from us today, but we have few more success stories coming up the entire week till 8th of March. So do tune in with us. We have this live show with me right here on all these platforms, 8 o'clock. See you tomorrow night and good night. And as Mr. Amitabh Bachchan says, do take very good care of yourself. Bye bye.
Bye.